We discuss liver qi invading the spleen. When there is pronounced and chronic liver qi stagnation, liver qi can invade the stomach and the spleen. In these situations, the liver qi will no longer support the stomach and spleen qi G and instead will block it. This will often lead to symptoms such as rebellious qi in the stomach. The intestines and the abdomen can become bloated due to the stagnation of qi. Crucial to diagnosing liver qi stagnation in these cases is whether the symptoms get worse or are triggered by emotional factors or stress, and whether the symptoms are worse during the premenstrual phase rather than being triggered by the ingestion of certain foods. This is a combined deficient excess pattern. Therefore, it is important to establish both in this and in the subsequent pattern whether liver qi stagnation is the dominant aspect or the spleen or stomach are weak and have let themselves be invaded. Some of the most common reasons that liver qi stagnates are frustration, irritation, accumulated anger, pent-up emotions, and stress. Women can often have an underlying condition of liver blood deficiency, which means that the liver is not moistened sufficiently and becomes stiff and inflexible. Food stagnation and dampness can prevent the free movement of qi in the body and thereby block the liver's function of spreading qi. Another important aspect of this pattern will be factors that weaken the spleen, such as consumption of food and liquids that are cold or have a cooling energy, and foods that are difficult to digest because they are too coarse or are raw. Eating irregularly and eating whilst working or when stressed can also often be contributing factors. Symptoms and signs. Abdominal bloating, especially if the bloating is affected by stress or emotional influences. Hypochondriac tension or tightness in the solar plexus region. Alternating constipation and loose stools. If liver qi stagnation is a dominant aspect, there will be increased tendency to have constipation. Conversely, if spleen qi deficiency is dominant, there will be a tendency to have loose stools. Flatulence, fatigue, craving for the sweet flavor, poor appetite in the mornings, nausea, cold hands and feet, the buttocks and tip of the nose may also be cold, irritability, mood swings, tendency to worry and think in circles. The person may have a hard or staccato voice, pale swollen tongue with teeth marks, the sides of the tongue may be red or red speckled. Wiry pulse in the left quan position and weak pulse in the right quan position. Sometimes the pulse is also wiry in the right quan position. Key symptoms are abdominal bloating, alternating stools, wiry pulse. Treatment principle: harmonize the liver and spleen by spreading liver qi and tonifying spleen qi. Acupuncture points we can choose from: spleen 3, 6, stomach 36, Ren 6, 12, liver 3, 13, 14, pericardium 6, GB 34, bladder 18, and 20. Needle technique, draining technique on liver 3, 14, bladder 18, pericardium 6, and GB 34. Tonifying technique on spleen 6, stomach 36, Ren 12, and bladder 20. And even technique on liver 13. Spleen 3, 6, stomach 36, Ren 12, and bladder 20 tonify spleen qi. Liver 3, 14, bladder 18, pericardium 6, and GB 34 spread stagnated liver qi and soothe the liver. Liver 13 regulates qi in the middle jaw and harmonizes the spleen and liver. Ren 6 regulates qi in the middle jaw. A person with liver qi stagnation should, where possible, try and resolve any emotional causes of their liver qi stagnation. They should avoid stress. Physical activity is beneficial because it circulates liver qi. People with liver qi stagnation may train a lot, which can be a conscious or subconscious form of self-medication. There is a risk that people with liver qi stagnation train excessively and end up weakening their blood and yin. It is important that the activities in which the person engages do not become chores that they have to do, as this will further stagnate their liver qi. They should eat a diet that tonifies and does not weaken the spleen. This entails eating warm, prepared food. They should avoid too much salad, raw vegetables, and fruit. They should also avoid sweets, sugar, honey, and artificial sweeteners. Dairy products create dampness and thereby burden the spleen. so they should be avoided. A person whose liver qi stagnates should try to avoid eating too much at a time or eating rich food, especially concentrated proteins such as meat, dairy products, nuts, and food that has a high oil content, because this will create further stagnation. Aromatic spices, herbs, and foods that are slightly spicy will move qi, but they must be careful if these also have a warm or hot energy, because qi stagnations tend to create heat. Unfortunately, people with liver qi stagnation are often attracted to alcohol and spices such as chili, precisely because their spicy flavor spreads the stagnant qi, but this often results in the generation of heat. It is not only what is eaten that is important, but also how the food is eaten. It is detrimental to eat when in a rush, whilst working, or whilst discussing issues that can stagnate liver qi. The person should preferably sit straight and upright whilst they eat and get some light movement, go for a walk or stretch after meals to support the spleen's qi dynamic. Alternatively, they can lightly massage their abdomen to circulate qi. Liver qi invading the spleen can be caused by liver qi stagnation, spleen qi deficiency, spleen yang deficiency, and food stagnation, and can result in spleen qi deficiency, blood deficiency, damp, phlegm, food stagnation. To summarize, etiology of liver qi invading the spleen includes emotional strain, anger, frustration, resentment, irregular diet, overwork. Underlying accompanying pathology, stagnation of liver qi, spleen qi deficiency. Possible presenting condition is irritable bowel syndrome. Signs and symptoms: irritability, headache, bitter taste, oppression in chest and hypochondrium, abdominal pain, distension after eating, alternating diarrhea and constipation. Stools can be dry and pebble-like or loose. Flatulence, tiredness. Pulse, wiry on the left and weak on the right. Tongue, normal color or slightly red on sides. Treatment principle: calm the liver, harmonize middle burner, supplement spleen qi, regulate intestine. Acupuncture treatment: bladder 20 regulates spleen, liver 13 harmonizes liver and spleen, liver 14 harmonizes liver and regulates qi, spleen 3 harmonizes central burner, liver 3 harmonizes liver qi, GB34 harmonizes liver qi, REN 6 fosters original qi, stomach 25 regulates large intestine, spleen 15 moves qi, regulates intestines, REN 12 supplements spleen, Sanjiao 6 regulates qi, moves stool, stomach 36 supplements stomach, spleen qi, spleen 6 regulates liver, supplements spleen, and pericardium 6 harmonizes middle burner, needle with drainage or even method. Thank you for your attention.